Joined here today with bullpen coach Kevin Joseph from the Texas Airhogs and Leo Yu, team captain and relief pitcher. Now, Leo, you are over here from China. You're part of the Chinese national team. How has it been different playing in the United States?
你是中国国家队的运动员，那个来到中国打比赛，跟在中国打比赛有什么区别？
这边有很多的比赛，每天都在比赛，而中国，现在的联赛比赛的场数很少，所以我们在这边每天可以享受到比赛。
In China, the games they only play about 30 games a year, so they play a lot less games. While here, you play almost every day. We have about 1 day off a month, so learning how to play every day has been one of the biggest differences.
What has been the biggest thing that you've learned playing over here, having a longer season and being able to have more time to develop those skills?
你在美国打比赛学到了什么？
学到了怎么去比赛，因为在中国我们更多的时候是去练习，在这边更多的时候是比赛。怎么去投，比如说我是打投手的，我怎么去投对方的击球员。然后而且。长时间的比赛下来，我们应该学会怎么去调整自己，体能啊、技术状态这方面。
So playing so many games over here, it's different in China where they practice a lot. The culture of baseball in China is that they just practice every day. So here they've had to learn how to play every day. So that's included how to be strong, practice your strength, and be prepared to pitch every single game. That's something that they've had to learn how to do.
How has playing over here impacted the baseball culture and how it's developed over in China when you go back overseas?
那个国家队来到美国打比赛，对中国的棒球有什么影响？
中国的运动员非常重视这次来美国的机会，我们希望打更多的比赛，来提高我们的这种作战的整体实力。
all the players in China really look forward to the opportunity to come to America to play because they know by playing at a higher level, it's really going to help their skill level. And this is the highest level of baseball in all of China, so they sort of model baseball for China. So for them to increase their skill level will increase the level of play in all of China.
When you go, I know that your group is heading back to China in a few days, and they bring over another group to play. What do you do once you get back to China? Do you start a new season with your team over there, or how does that work?
你们快要回国，然后第三组要来到这里打比赛。你们回国以后，你们要做什么？你们回中国以后，你们要做什么？有新的联赛吗？
我们想把在这儿学到的东西，能在国内进行去练习去。就是在这儿比赛学到的，争取在国内的比赛中也能使用到。
还有那个亚运会，对吧？
对，还有亚运会，争取我们在亚运会上能有突破。
So that what they want to do is they want to take what they've learned here and apply it back to their games in China. Specifically, they have the All Asia Games in Indonesia in August that they're preparing to represent China in the international competition.
Have you competed in the All Asia Games before?
你自己那个在亚运会参加过亚运会吗
？Yes， 在2014年的仁川亚运。
Yeah, he's played in one previous All Asia Games.
How did that turn out?
怎么样？
我们第4名，这次我们争取有突破吧。
Last time they came in 4th place, so they're hoping to improve this time.
And lastly, what has been your favorite part of playing over in the United States for this time?
你在美国打比赛最喜欢的是什么？
喜欢他们这种棒球的氛围，有很多观众，然后比赛场地非常美丽，这种。
It really, the whole atmosphere of playing baseball over here is really cool with the fans and beautiful ballparks. So he really has enjoyed that aspect of it.
Have you had a favorite ballpark that you've played at throughout the season?
有没有一个最喜欢的场地？
这里是最。
Oh, okay. He likes it right here.
Perfect. We took the gold right before you head back.
That's right.
Well, thank you, Leo Yu, and thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. Good luck today.
You're welcome.
I'm joined here with bullpen coach of the Texas Airhogs, Kevin Joseph. Now, Kevin, you have 30 Chinese players on your team this season,
yes.
and you switch out the groups. What have been the biggest challenges with having Chinese players mixed in with United States players?
Yeah, communication is a big issue just because the American players don't speak any Chinese, and we only have one or maybe two Chinese that have any real English. So communication during the games, during practices, that's probably the biggest challenge.
How are you able to overcome that when you're in a game situation and they have to be able to communicate somehow?
Yeah, so we come up with plans for that. I often come to the mound if there's an issue that I can see that it can't be resolved between the catcher and the pitcher. But we're able to come up with signs so that or particular words that they all understand to be able to handle those issues during the game.
It's a really interesting dynamic that your organization has created in Texas to be able to do that. How long have you been doing this to be able to know how to have it run smoothly?
Yeah, well, for me, I've lived in China for about 8 years, my family and I have. So I'm more acquainted with Chinese culture probably than most of these guys. So this is the first time that a whole team has come from China to play for a season. So this is really unprecedented. So we're kind of learning as we go.
How long have you been speaking Mandarin Chinese?
About 8 years, yeah.
Perfect. Well, when you get a new group in a few days, how do the other players on the team adjust to that quickly? Because that's still a third of the season left.
Right. Yeah, it'll be a challenge. I mean, there's a lot of differences between baseball in China and baseball in the States. So it's been a learning curve trying to help these guys get adjusted. So we'll have a new group of 20 coming in about a week. So we'll probably have practices before the game and just to kind of set up signs and help them understand what the expectations are.
With having so many Chinese players and their baseball culture is so different over there, where they have way shorter seasons, and I heard that they practice so much that you kind of, when they come over here, have to tell them to not practice so much.
That's right.
How are you able to get them to adjust to that when they come over here?
Yeah, we have to put some regulations for the pitchers on how much they're throwing, playing catch. We have times, like we give them specific time limits and then tell them they have to stop. They're just not used to the long haul and having to prepare their body to play every day. So we have to kind of help them and train them and give them some pointers on that.
Kevin, tell me, what has been your favorite part of the dynamic of having half of a team be Chinese players?
Well, I've really enjoyed seeing how the American players or the non-Chinese players have meshed with the Chinese. They really have overcome the language barrier and have been able to communicate acceptance and take them under their wing. The American guys have taught the Chinese guys a lot, but have done it in a loving way and not condescending. And so it's really been neat to see two cultures kind of join together on a team.
Great. Thanks, Kevin.